Welcome back to the Behind the Broker series. I'm Nick Matson with LQ Commercial Real Estate Services, and I'm here with an awesome, super special guest today, Colleen Cleary. We have a little bit of a story because we were in real estate class together just a couple months ago. Like, how long was it?
Like 3 months ago, not even.
Was it 3, 4?
3, 4?
I don't know,
Yeah.
It has to be close because I'm just at the 3 or 4 month mark.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of been crazy.
Yeah.
Just for me a little bit. But we thought we would do this because we're both new in the business. And I'm just interviewing, in this series, people so far, Mike, who has like 25 years experience. We got, who did I do? Joey, who's got like 3 or 4 years experience. And now 2 newbies. Brokers. Yeah, here we are. So I guess first thing, what really made you get into CRE? What were you doing before you got into commercial real estate?
So I have about 2 decades of PR and marketing experience. So I worked with a lot of Fortune 500 companies, a lot of retailers. Over the years, I've worked with everybody from like Target and Kroger to a bunch of retailers that no longer exist. But I was kind of ready for a change. I had been doing that for so long, and I was kind of looking for a new challenge. I moved to the Bonita Springs, Naples area about 3 years ago from New York City. So I was really trying to find an opportunity down here that would allow me to use my previous experience and get a chance to kind of shape the community I'm living in.
Yeah, and it's kind of, when we were in class together, okay, we went to Larson Education, and they have a great course. It was amazing. It was in person. It wasn't online, which is great for me, but like, you were like the smartest one.
Oh, that's
in
very
there.
kind.
I felt like, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, cause I was like, am I retaining all the information right? Like, and you're like knowing the answers and putting your, I'm like, this girl is sharp.
Well,
like, that's what I was thinking. I mean, from the outside.
I appreciate that. That's very kind. I think one of the benefits about being able to go into that class and do it in person, at least for me, was, you kind of hear about all these concepts, and then through the class and the discussion in class, people would say, oh, does this mean this, or does this mean that? And then you would get kind of a more rich and, question and answer session, more discussion. It just made the whole process for me, like the concepts stick easier in my brain from hearing the questions and the feedback from other people.
And people with real life experience that may have purchased like their own homes or whatever it was.
Exactly, yeah.
So that I just always remembered that, and kind of how we became friends. I mean,
Well, you were very nice to, start a conversation with me, and had kind of asked me, was I interested in going to commercial real estate? Was I interested in going into residential real estate? And, what had been funny was since I moved down to Florida 3 years ago, I had kind of had it in the back of my brain that I was going to get my license.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I had kind of thought, yes, I'm going to get my residential license. And then, I kind of learned through going through that process and talking to people, a lot of people who were residential agents, that, maybe my background and what I've done in my previous career made more sense in the commercial realm. And both you and Mike were very amazing to, kind of have a conversation with me, talk through it, tell me about Mike, certainly what his experience in commercial has been like, and then also introduced me to the team at LQ Commercial, which has been incredible. And I think it's, important for people when looking for a brokerage and looking for kind of a place to hang your license, for you to really get a place, especially at the beginning, because you go through the class, you take the exam, and then you just have this moment where you're going, okay, now what? What do I do with this?
What am I supposed to do now? And having a place that makes you feel comfortable, or they have some type of training program, or there's people, I guess, looking out for you, wanting to mentor you, teach you. That's a big thing. Like my first 2 years, or first 2 tries when I did residential, it was horrible. It was like I just signed the paper and then it's like, okay, here you go.
Right.
But this time having Mike as my mentor, and it's been a huge difference.
I think one of the other things that makes the experience that I've had so far at LQ different from what I hear about other places is that um, everybody is cheering each other on. Like there's like a, I would say, a friendly competition in the way that everybody wants to succeed,
Yeah.
but everybody is very willing to show you the ropes, offer advice. I had a conversation with Joey the other day where I said, "Hey, Joey, this might be a stupid question,
Right.
but what does this mean?" And he was just like friendly to, give me his time. There was another conversation, my first week where, somebody was like, "Hey, if you are looking for something to do, I need some research on this building to help try and find an owner." And through that, then, this particular, agent sat down with me and ran through this whole scenario of saying,
Yep.
okay, here's what the investment would look like. Yes, it wouldn't make any sense to purchase this building if you weren't going to get it for between this amount and this amount of money,
Right.
compared to all the work that had to go into it. And so to have people be generous with their time to show you the ropes is, something that you really need to find when you're looking for a place to hang your license.
Yeah, 100%. And both of us being new, I mean, this is a great opportunity to
Yeah.
talk a little bit about like how first of all, how long have you been in commercial real estate now? Like, has it been a month or more?
Technically, I think I'm in my 4th week now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is all very new. And I think you described it best when you said it's a little bit like drinking through a fire hose.
Oh my gosh, it's literally like trying to drinking water through a fire hydrant.
Yeah. But it is, I mean, I think every day you're learning, every day you are understanding a new concept or getting to a chance to, do something that you haven't done before.
Right.
And I think you and I are similar in the fact that we talk about it's much easier for me to learn something by doing something.
Oh my, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So it's been a great process. I mean, it's certainly scary. I mean, I'm kind of starting a career over after 20 years of doing something different. So it definitely feels a little bit like I'm on my back foot and a place that I haven't been used to. A feeling that I haven't been used to having for a long time. But there is that kind of confidence that starts to build as you're going along the way. And then there is also this kind of moment that I've been able to understand that, what I'm doing now is very similar to what I was doing before, but you're just doing it in a little bit of a different way.
Right.
So, for example, working in public relations and marketing in my previous career, it would be like, okay, I would have a story to tell, and then I would have to look for the best journalist or the best media outlet or the best person to pitch that story to.
Right.
And that's the very kind of same thing now, where it's like, okay, I have this property.
Okay.
And now how do I find who's the best person to come in, fill a vacancy, or who's the best person that might want to buy this property.
Yeah, or you have the tenant and it's
Right.
like, what would be the best location for their business? What would be the best for them? And that's the part that I personally love is the relationship building and getting to know people and, how did you start your business? And like, I just love that because I love people like and stories and stuff. So that's a very good point. Like it's similar, but you're just doing in a different way.
Yeah.
Meeting a different need. Needs, is that something like that.
Yeah, I think always in my life the things that I've like really enjoyed have been the moments where I've been able to be a connector. Like there's nothing I've been better, like loved more than when a friend says, "Oh, I'm looking for a job and I'm I have this background," and I'm like, "Oh wait, I know somebody who has a job open that you'd be a good fit for."
Yes, exactly.
Or that idea of making connections for people has been something that I feel like always fills me up, both from a professional level, but also on a personal level.
100%. I agree. As we're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
All right, 2 questions. Okay. Your first month in, you're almost at the first month. What has been the biggest struggle for you? And what do you think has been like a win or something that is like a positive or, a win or something positive?
I think, like I said, I'm not very used to being on my back foot. And I'm used to very much being able to say, okay, this is the problem and I know how to solve it. I've got 20 years of experience and I
Yeah.
know the plan of attack. And now I'm very much at the mercy of other people to say, okay, I did this, this, and this. Now what do I do? Or how do I do this? So I'm not very used to having to depend on others to be able to move my work ahead. So I'm being dealt a healthy dose of learning to be patient about things, which is not
Same
something
here. Yeah.
not something I've always been very good at. So I think that's kind of the one thing that I would say has been a little bit more of a struggle. I think on the win side, it's learning to appreciate even like the smallest win, about saying, hey, I called 10 people today and I only got hung up on twice.
Let's go. Yeah.
So, that kind of a thing is great. Or just being able to, I think one of the big things for me is to be able to say, okay, what are the people that I've known? I don't want to throw away, 20 years of contacts and 20 years of experience that I had before. So who are the people in my life previously that might be able to have connections to help me with my
Right.
career now? And so being able to find those people and schedule some meetings and being able to say, okay, I'm not necessarily at the mercy of, the tactics that I'm using. I'm also being able to work within my own contact circles.
That's perfect. So being in the place that you're in and being able to position yourself with past relationships that may be able to benefit you. I mean, that's huge. And I guess that would be going through your contact list or your, I forgot what the proper word is.
Yeah,
Now, is it farming
circle
or like?
of influence, they call it.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
the first kind of week, I remember, literally opening my LinkedIn page and looking at all of the contacts on my LinkedIn and saying, okay, who are the people that I need to tell that, like, hey, I've made a career change and I'm not doing marketing anymore.
Yep.
Now I'm doing commercial real estate. So it was, giving people in my life a heads up that I felt like I wanted to before they saw a LinkedIn post that were like, what is she doing?
Yeah, like personally reaching out to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's also, coming in and saying, okay, well, and being humble enough to ask people for help, I think is, the other piece of it, to say, like, hey, I'm starting in this new career path. If you know anybody that you think it would be helpful for me to talk to, I would love for you to make that connection.
I love that answer. That was awesome. Thank you. And
Thank you.
so just like wrapping it up, I'm really glad that we started in class together. We're now at the same company together.
Yeah.
And, to do work in the future. I think it's just like one of those things that just the connection or how it was supposed to go, it just all played out.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you doing the interview.
My pleasure.
So thank you guys. Love you all. Have a great day and look forward to more Behind the Broker Series videos coming soon. See ya.